Well, this got a lot more daunting. Guess I'm probably not in the right mood to attack wiring today, but here I am doing it. Got a table full of front body loom. Heap already removed this morning. Just getting into it. Getting rid of a couple of little tails. They'll get a little heat shrink over them as I don't want to deepen anything. We've still got a handful to trace back up this front loom when I do that, but at the moment I'll just take them off and come back to them shortly. And now to work out how I'm going to do the relocation of the fuse box, where it's going to sit in the car, so I can work out the length between the master plug and the fuse boxes. See how I go. Do an update very quickly. Alrighty, starting to make a bit of progress now. Not in the best seating position, working above the bench, bending over, but do what you have to. Got a bundle of wires that have been shortened to go to the fuse box. Then we've only got this much left that run to the front. There's a heap of just plain black ones in here which are missing grounds. So I'll work out what they are and I'll put a ground point inside the car rather than running right to the front. And this then doubles up on a heap of ground, so I've got a heap of them to remove. They also do funny things where they go one wire into 6 wires. So just got to trace those, work out where they're all going and add and shorten to those. But we'll keep going on this. Starting to feel a bit more motivated, so should make a bit more progress. Might nearly get it done today if I'm lucky. And just like that, I'm done with the loom. We've got the passenger headlight loom, which still needs a heap of tidying up at that end. The driver's headlight loom, you can see a lot of earth just floating around loose. It's alright. At the moment I can tell looking at these lengths they won't be right, but I haven't dummied them up in the car. Going through, we've now got the fuse box with enough slack so it'll be able to mount in the car quite easily. Got a heap of loose wires which I'll put some heat shrink over just in case. The driver's indicator, which will end up changing that length. Earths that used to run out into the engine bay that'll end up grounding inside the car this time. Same with a couple of earths off the fuse box. Then we've got these long power wires. They just need to be shortened up as they plug inside the car, but I'll wait till I get it in there to work out the lengths I need. Should be easy enough. Just got a couple of little things to go, but we're making big progress pretty quick now on this. Just my fingers don't want to deal with any more loom today, so we're on to the next job, which is probably going to be cleaning underneath the car. Just chuck some degreaser into a spray bottle and then get up underneath and give it a bit of a scrub with a sponge. That way when we come to undercoating it'll actually stick. Shouldn't take too much, mainly where all the dirt's sprayed up inside the guards, and just make sure I don't have any heat shields left on there I need to pull off. Ooh, soapy fun. So this guard at the moment, the inner of it, I have sprayed down. I've just got degreaser in one of these pump bottles just so it's nice and easy to spray and it doesn't go use it as much as an aerosol. Now I've just got water in this. Looks soapy just from old soap suds and the thing from washing the car. So that guard's done. Then we come around to this one. That's what it looks like before I've done it. Not a hell of a lot of difference, but definitely removed all the top dirt. Probably just did the guards and maybe under the boot today, as I've created a hell of a puddle on the ground. Let that dry out, give the floor a big sweep, and then do the underbelly of the car tomorrow. Well, I made a swamp. The inner of the guards are looking a hell of a lot nicer. Done both the backs and under the tyre well as well. So that should be good. There's the one dust shield, well, heat shield on the back for the exhaust. I'll probably take that off and give it a fresh coat of silver so it looks fresh over the black. But next job for tomorrow will be getting it right under the car and giving the rest a clean. It's going to be messy. I'm going to end up wet. Hopefully it's a warm day. Not looking forward to it, but it has to be done. Although I won't be the one doing the complete work on it, I've made a cardboard template up for removing the rear reflectors Same one will work on both sides, just flip it over. But look how much better it looks just with them out. I mean, yeah, the hole looks terrible, but just having the cardboard over it makes it look so much cleaner at the back. That'll be so much nicer having them blocked off like the JDM bar it should have on it. Alright, so just had the pads arrive for the brakes, so might as well get those back together now. Nice and easy. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Alright, just working out a bit of a game plan to where to get everything to sit before I put it all in. Right, let's see how we go one-handed. Ready to put the pin in the wrong way for some reason then, but no, that's the right way. Let's get the other pin in. No, can't do it. Alright, let's try this again with two hands. Pins are in, well, sitting through. Then we've just got the separator for the pads to slide in there. Alright, one pin has to come out for that to go under. Get in there, you bugger. Alright, spin that. The back bits are the locking, we've got the locking spring thing. Just bring that round with a pin. What's going on here? Get in the hole. Get in the hole. There we are. One of them together, looking fresh. Knock the other one out quickly off camera. Pretty sure that's the way that tab goes. Don't think it matters either way, but it's the way it's staying. Quickly chuck the other one together, at least it's ready to go. One less part I have to worry about putting back together at the end of it. They're both all together now. Looking a lot better. Looks so much nicer having clean parts on the top. I didn't pop any of the shims in, as I'm hoping I just don't need them. If I get any odd rattles or squeaks in the back, I'll put them in to suit. Next up, let's chuck the drum brakes all together. I've got a complete new spring kit for it as well, just to freshen it up, and we'll chuck it onto the freshly painted covers. So we'll get everything set up and we'll attack that in a minute. Made the record state, I hate drum brakes. Well, building them anyway. They're all together now, I think I've done them correct. Honestly not 100% sure, but everything looks alright. I'll double check them when I'm putting them on the car. Make sure everything lines up and do the adjustment for the handbrake. Down that little thing through the hole. Can't bolt them onto the knuckles and hubs yet just because the bolts are off getting zinc plated. Well, they're going to be very shortly, just about to clean them all up. Get them ready, take them there. Well, at the point where we're past the degreaser, past the coke, onto soapy wash and a toothbrush, getting all the dirt off the bolts, just going one by one, and getting them ready, letting them dry, and then they'll get off to zinc plating. Good boy. Spent probably the last hour or so hand washing every nut and bolt that's getting zinced. Now they all wash clean. The water is filthy. Lucky I live alone and I can do this inside. Paper towels just to dry them out a bit. Chuck them in a box. Get them ready to send off to get zinced. What a job. My hand is wrecked. But yeah, that's pretty much everyone from the rear subframe. A lot of extras as well. A lot of extra nuts mainly. The ones I know I'll ruin. But she's done. The more I look at the rear drums, I reckon something's wrong. Not quite sure what it is yet. I'll have to look up some more specs, but I feel like this one side's sitting higher than it should. I feel like it should pinch down, but then that spring seems too low, unless it has to locate further in than it has. Not 100% sure. Like I say, don't really like drum brakes, hate them in fact. Never had great success putting them together, so I'll look into it a little bit more, see what I've done wrong, if I've done something wrong. Otherwise the rear brakes are complete, just waiting on the rotors. One hub sitting loosely in there, the other one I've still got to finagle into the position, but I want to make sure that the brakes are done right before I spend a little bit of time doing that. Otherwise that's me done for the day. Well done for this video, another one done. See what happens on the next one. A quick little edit at the end, just because I worked out, well, Troy pointed out to me what I'd done wrong with the drum brakes. I put the spring on the wrong side of the drum. You can see it on this one, meaning that they're flapping around a bit. Doesn't help, so I flipped them over, put them in the right spots on this one. I'll do that one now, then they're all back together. What a mistake. But we caught it, not an issue, done.